Hello everybody and welcome to round number 12 of season 1 of the Panasonic Light series. Sorry for the little bit of delay on these races, but our normal commentator having some issues could not get up to get this race up and ready to go. So I will be taking over for the first race while he prepares for the second here in La Colina International Circuit in Spain, as this is the start of the finale here for the Panasonic Light series, as the Elites has already wrapped up. It wrapped up a little bit ago for you guys. This race is pre-recorded, but I don't know what happened, so it's going to be live for me as well. Roman Rahal, your current points leader going into this race, he has a sizable points lead. He has a sizable points lead for now, and that could all change within just the span of 2 corners, as we saw John Arndt's race completely disintegrate in this first race of the doubleheader for the Elites. And now we're here in Lights. His cousin Johan Arndt here in the field trying to go for a championship himself. On pole position today, Jay Durrell, who is going to be taking over for Zachary Fitzwater Sr. come season 9. It's predicted, but obviously that could change over time. Durrell has a win in Elites, but he doesn't have one in Lights yet. We'll see if he can get it done here today. He starts on pole position alongside Myrad Ryback. Yeah, Myrad Ryback hasn't had the best of seasons so far, although it hasn't been bad either. 12th in points is a very solid place for him to be right now, and he's trying to keep up good performances, trying to get a top 10 in points. He currently sits down 12th. 2 spots is all he would need. On row 2, you got Wolfstein von Schaefer, 5th in points, could win the championship, but it's a little bit of a long shot if I'm correct. He may not be able to. I need to confirm that. But Wolfstein von Schaefer has had a great season. He's a road course ringer. This is where he shines. So starting P3, let's see if he can tie together a win, his second win of the season, to join Julio Cesar. Alongside CL Van Aller, who has confirmed him returning next season under the new, with Thundersport gone, an Austrian team will be joining in. I don't remember the exact team name at this current moment, but CL Van Aller are going to be joining into that team next season in place of Thundersport, going to be buying out their equipment because Thundersport bought out Epic Motorsports equipment. So CL Van Aller hoping to have a good end of the season to start a good season next season. On row 3, you got Roman Rahal. Roman Rahal, your points leader, leading over John Arndt by a sizable amount currently, but that could all change in 2 corners time. Alongside Alex Benyako, who sits 8th in points. Benyako had a chance at this title only a few races ago, but just hasn't had an amazing few races. He lost 2 positions in the last race, so it's been a struggle for Alex Benyako, but the start of his season was definitely a lot worse than his end. On row 4, you got Bradley Shane making his last round in this 24 car, because Petrov is returning next season. I'm unsure if it's going to be to this 24 car. I still need to go back and look over the Lights roster for next season. It's not complete yet. Still a lot of spots open. But Bradley Shane starting on row 4, trying to lock together a good end of the season. Alongside Julio Cesar, sitting 3rd in points, can also win this title. He held the points lead for a moment earlier. He's the only person this season with 2 wins to his name. His latest win coming at Dubai was the last race I commentated. So Julio Cesar trying to tie together a 3rd win on the season would definitely prove that he deserves a spot in Elites. But sadly, he will not get one because the roster is full. And on row 5, you have Alexa Lushon, if I'm correct. That is the name I'm looking for. In that 77 car. Lushon, where does she place in points? Pretty far down, if I'm correct. I cannot seem to find it because I am blind. There she is. 16th in points, Alexa Lushon. Not the best of seasons, but definitely not the worst of seasons either. 16th, right in the middle of the pack. Definitely better than some of the people near the bottom, like Monica Taylor, Melody Bowers hasn't had a good season, Stephen Robbins, those people. So Lucian just trying to tie together the end of the season Lost 3 spots in the last race, so got some makeup to do. Alongside Diego Yepes, who currently sits in the top 10 in points, just got there in the top 10 in points. Let's see if he can finish out the end of the season in the top 10 in points as we start the doubleheader here in La Colina. But these cars are getting revved up and ready to go here. 13 laps around this huge road course in Spain. It's one of the fan favorites here on the grid, and it's definitely one of my favorites. As we're getting ready to go. J. Durrell, the cars are getting fired up. Everyone's getting ready to go. J. Durrell is going to be one leading him down to the green flag here in La Colina, Spain. Green flag is in the air for the first race of the doubleheader for the lights. As we go down, barreling down into turn 1 and 2, Durrell gets a great jump on the rest of the field. And there goes Rahal! Roman Rahal, your points leader, and Caesar is around as well. And Rahal and Caesar both out in turn 1. Where is he? The 29 start. He started in 12th. He's currently fighting with Alex Benyako and Yoki Lehtinen, with Yepes right behind. Johan Arndt down the inside. Lehtinen, this is what he needs. He's fighting for a top 5 right now because of all the chaos. Johan Arndt might be able to do what his cousin could not in Elites. Johan has some Elites experience. All the way back in Season 2, where he drove for Clever Haas full time. He almost won Rookie of the Year, but was outdone by Pinocchio Young. Young has disappeared as well, but Johan Arndt back in action, and now fighting for a title. Could not get through Lehtinen though. Durrell leading this race over Wolfstein von Schaefer, the road course ringer. The best road course guy in the field, going for his second win of the season. Durrell 18th in points. I don't think he can win this title. Wolfstein would be a little bit of a stretch for him to win this title. But as they barrel down the hill, going into this final chicane, lead the first lap of this doubleheader, it is J. Durrell, the future Fitzwater Australia racing driver. A lot of people expected him to get a ride next season in Elites because of his performance part-time, but that just didn't happen. Durrell, though, lap 1 has been led by J. Durrell as your leaderboard coming up. 1.1 seconds up on Wolfstein von Schaefer, but then it's not far back to my lad Ryback. Fast lap of the on track is out of the 77 of Alexa Lucian. That's impressive. Very impressive out of the 77 car. But I saw her go in the grass, so she's going to have to make up some time as I see my lad Ryback challenging the 35. For Ryback, it's a long shot for this title. 12th in points, but he could go for a top 10. Wolfstein, though, wants to go for a title. Down in 5th in points, just gained 4 spots, could go for more. We look back, where is other points contenders, other possible points contenders? With Julio out and Rahal out, we're looking for Roger Ray. 19th, battling with Ryan Griffin. Ryan Griffin going to the Elites next season. It'll be his first full-time season. It'll be under Shock Allison Racing. So he's making his last 2 starts. Roger Ray also moving up next season. He'll be under Scott Ganassi Racing down in Rank B next season, as that was confirmed. So Ray just trying to finish out his season strong. Possible championship, but he's got to catch Johan Arndt. That's his problem now. Johan all the way up here battling within the top 6. As I see Lethen going after Alexa Lucian. The 66 versus the 77. As Johan Arndt gonna split down the middle. This is risky. But if you want to get spots, that's the way to do it. In the grass goes Johan Arndt. That's Alex Benyako saying thank you very much for those spots. And he'll jump himself all the way from 7th up to 4th. A great move through there by Alex Benyako. Let's go back and check out that turn 1 incident from Roman Rahal. So here it is. Roman Rahal, your points leader. What would be a disaster. Exactly what happened to John Arndt back in the elites. He get clipped by Bradley Shane into CL Van Aller and right into the tire barrier. Mark Nutt would also be involved. You have Jack Benyako getting involved. Who is that? Sebastian Morandi. CL Van Aller. A lot of people. Chris Louviere got a piece of that. So a lot of people got a piece of that, which they didn't want to. But bad luck for your points leader and your third in points. They could have had a good race and went for a championship, but now, not sure if that's likely. As we are now on lap 3, it's still Jay Durrell out front. We'll see Von Schaefer, Myra Ryback, Alex Benyako, and Johan Arndt rounding out your top 5. Although all that chaos lost Johan Arndt the spot to Benyako, he gained 2. So Johan Arndt splitting down the middle definitely helped. Now he's got to go after the 11. Alex Benyako. Benyako also going to be moving up to Elites next season. We're going to be saying goodbye to him in Lights. But I'll be saying hello to him next. He's in under Red Stallion with his brother, Jack Benyako. Both of them going to Red Stallion next season, going to be led by Sean Angel. So they got a very experienced driver leading them next season. He's also trying to finish out his season strong. As once again, Milorad Ryback looking eager for second. This is his second time challenging this spot. This is a much better spot to do it in, though. Much better spot to make this challenge. He'll go around the outside, and I think he's got Von Schaefer here. Ryback, can he clear him before the corner? He can. Milorad Ryback moves into the second position. Over Wolfstein Von Schaefer. Johan Arndt being challenged by the 5 car. That is Tim Randolph. Tim Randolph, one of the lowest guys in points. Actually, the lowest in points of everyone who's made a full-time start. Tim Randolph definitely did not have the season he wanted. And that 5 car trying to make it up, at least in this last race. But Von Schaefer now struggling to keep position, as now he's got Alex Benyako peering down his inside. Johan Arndt's peering down his inside. Tim Randolph's peering down his inside. Johan Arndt's going to lose the spot to Tim Randolph, it looks like. I don't think he'll be able to keep it. But Benyako moves into the 3rd position. Randolph still on the outside of Arndt. I think he's got him here. Yes, he does. Tim Randolph moves himself from 6th into 4th. And now Johan Arndt may have to struggle with Von Schaefer. No. And I believe I made a mistake. I believe it was Chase Dunbar who got involved in that early wreck. Jack Benyako did not. Speaking of Dunbar. Oh. And Dunbar in the tire barrier. Clip by Chris Louviere. Not good for Chase Dunbar. Dunbar has not had a good season, and this is just an insult to injury kind of thing here. Bad luck for Chase Dunbar. We're now on lap 5 of 13. Already almost getting to the halfway point of the race, and Durrell runs it wide, and he lost a ton of speed into Milorad Ryback now. Looking like he wants a piece of this lead. As this time Durrell's able to keep it out of the grass. Look at this train of drivers. As I see Alex Benyako again getting close to the 05. Tim Randolph also getting close to the front. Just needs a little bit more. And a battle between Benyako and Ryback is exactly what Tim Randolph needs. Is he going to try to split down the middle? I doubt that would work. Yeah. And I believe Johan Art's going to be able to take advantage of this. Nope, Randolph is able to slip behind Benyako before the corner. Johan Art, though, looking anxious for position, trying to get away from Wolfstein von Schaefer and reach the 11. Because now the 11 is starting to get some points on him. Although it's not many, points are points. You don't want to be losing points to anyone. How is Roger Ray? 26th. Something is not right in that 08 car. Something is not right at all. Oh! That's Bradley Shane and Darren Carter! That's Ormond. Morandi's involved. I believe that's Ormond. Yep. Nathan Ormond, the future Fitzwater Australia driver. Morandi got a piece of that. What happened there? There would be some three-wide battling as Shane would go down the inside of the 62 of Jacob Long, but the 63 would clip him. Darren Carter would clip Shane and they'd go around. Ormond would get involved. Morandi would get a piece of it. It's a few spots for the 08, but it's nowhere near enough what he needs. But it's something. Jack Benyako down in 12th position. He could get something here, but he needs to start making a position and quickly. Once again, this whole train still hunting after the 27 of Jay Durrell. Durrell really wants a win. Get one in elites, get one in lights. But another slight mistake is closing my lad Ryback. And Ryback is in the pits. Von Schaefer's in the pits. We got pit stops. Oh. And that's cutting it a little close on fuel mileage. But now pit stops are beginning. I do see Arndt got through Randolph. Johan Arndt just gained 5 positions in points, and he's looking to gain one more to put himself on the points lead, and this will be the way to do it, because Roman Rayall last in the race. Durrell, though, gotta be happy to have that 05 off his rear end. Although, if the undercut works, he'll be having the 05 right in front of him. Alex Benyako now inherits second for now until the pit stop cycle through. And believe my rod Ryback will get the position back. Durrell! Oh, you are risky today. And now he'll be slowed down the straightaway, going to be losing some time to the 11 and especially the 05. That's the important one. That's time he just lost to my lad Ryback. Durrell going to stay out. Benyako is in. Now he's met the delta for pit stop, so Benyako's going to be good. You just got to get in and out. Who else is joining? Connor Monaco is in the pits. Is Mark Nutt? No. And there is Milorad Ryback. Driver 05 for, I believe it's Flying Aces Racing. He's got 2 people not too far behind him. Wolfstein von Schaefer and Yoki Lehtinen. Lehtinen made up a lot of time in that pit stop. And, a lot more to win this race. So there is Benyako. Can Benyako beat the 05 out of the pits? No, he cannot. Myra Ryback will re-inherit second. Currently, I think it'll be second. How's Jay Durrell doing? Tam Randolph looks like he's getting very anxious for a move himself. Johan Arndt got through him earlier, and now Randolph wants it back. Can't get the spot. That was not the place you want to make a move. Fastest lap of the race so far is out of Tim Randolph. Randolph at a 2:13.579. Only just faster than the person right in front of him. Johan Arndt at a 2:13.594.
Then it's Wolfstein von Schaefer. The road course ringer, we expected that out of him. More people coming into this picture, though. I see Stefan Robbins, Daniel Bouchard, Jack Benyako all coming into this picture as well. Yepes and Lucian just fighting amongst each other. They've been fighting pretty much all race. Just the two of them. And they continue to fight now. But they're all chasing this man, Jay Durrell. Durrell comes in the last corner. Pit stops are about to go underway. The real pit stops, as I saw the 29 make a mistake. Everyone's in except for Stefan Robbins. Ooh, Randolph! Ooh! Robbins is in as well. He makes a last-second dive. But Randolph! Wow! Let's go look at that again. An interesting move. As Randolph, he would see Owen Hart go in the grass, and they know they have to go in the pits. So Randolph breaks it a little bit, gets on the throttle early, and right through him. Along with the fact that Robbins took a much tighter line. It's risky to get in the pits that way, but he gained 2 spots over the 77 and the 99. Great move out of those guys. That was a great gain for them. And that's what Randolph wanted. He wanted a good spot there. We're in the pits, in and out. Who's going to be the first to jump out? It's going to be Durrell and Randolph. There is Milorad Ryback. Can Ryback beat Durrell? Oh, he can! Milorad Ryback to the lead. Wow, that cut it a lot closer than I expected. But it's Milorad Ryback in the lead now. Jay Durrell drops to second, and Von Schaefer fights with Benyako, with Lethinen gained a few positions. Randolph in a good position, and Jack Benyako closes to the back of Johan Arndt. Monica Taylor, looks like we're missing someone. I feel like we're missing someone, and we are. Lucian lost a lot of position in the pits. Stefan Robbins lost a lot of position in the pits, and Vincent is slow. Shane Vincent, what happened? This out of the corner. It would be Darren Carter and Shane Vincent, or no, it's Long. Jacob Long and Shane Vincent connecting, and Bouchard would clip him and go around as well. That would end their days. Bad luck for them. But as you can see, Milorad Ryback has cold tires. Or no, something just went wrong with Ryback. No, Durrell has the cold tires here. But Durrell challenged. He wants his lead back. But Benyako looking very anxious for second. On Durrell. This battle is tightening up, and it's tightening up quickly. This is the battle for the lead. Milorad Ryback, your leader, just barely over the 27, the 11, the 35, the 66, and the 5. Oh, Durrell looked like he wanted to make another move. He's not going to be able to. Here comes Benyako. Benyako clears him. Alex Benyako moves into the second position. And now, Benyako looking like he wants to go after the 05. Alex Benyako had a great run in elites in his part-time starts, especially when he replaced Aiden Shepard. That was when he really made a name for himself and how he got a ride. Everyone knows why he got a ride in elites. Now in his last 2 starts, trying to get one down, trying to get a win. Von Schaefer has gotten through Durrell as well, and Ryback makes a mistake. There goes Benyako. I see Lethinen made a mistake. Johan Arndt made a mistake. Oh, these cold tires are a devil as well. Melody Bowers getting passed up by Monica Taylor. Jack Benyako moves up ahead of Johan Hart, and that's an important one. That's a points contender getting through the provisional points leader. But now it's Alex Bignacco in the lead. Randolph's making moves. Tim Randolph getting through Durrell as well. Through Durrell and Lehtinen. This order really shook up in that first corner. And now it's Alex Bignacco with 4 to go, leading this race. There we go. The battle's back on. Bignacco versus Ryback. Von Schaefer really loves to see this. He loves to watch these two battle because here comes Von Schaefer. Closing in. In and through the last corner. 3 laps to go, and Ryback around the outside will take the lead away. 3 laps to go, and it's what separating this top 4? Half a second separates the top 4. We got a race on our hands, and Von Schaefer looks like he wants a piece of this. No, Bignacco gonna keep the second position, and now he's gonna start going after the 05. Randolph going around the outside of Von Schaefer. Can he get the move? Can Tim Randolph play a factor? Durrell looks like he wants to get back into this. Arndt has gotten back around Bignacco. Does not want to let him get to that lead. Durrell down the inside of Tim Randolph. Now he's on the outside, still the preferred line through here. I also see Dunbar. Could he play a factor? The lap car of Chase Dunbar. Oh, he holds up the 05. Ryback held up. Here comes Bignacco again. They're going to trade this again. This time, Von Schaefer taking advantage of Johan Hart. Not Johan Hart. I knew I was going to mess that up. Of Ryback. And Ryback stuck. Falling. He had the lead. And Milo at Ryback, he's out of this. He can't win. Dunbar. That is huge implications for Milo at Ryback. And that may be a penalty for the 6 car because he is still not getting out of the way. There's no blue flags, but you should be expected. You're expected to give up the position if you're a lap car. It should be automatic. You can hold him up a little bit without any penalty, but this much is too much. There he goes. 2 laps to go, and Von Schaefer trying to get a piece of this. Now, but it's Alex Bignacco leading to 2 to go. Durrell getting back in the race. Don't count out Tim Randolph either. He's been nowhere this season, but don't count him out today. He's been quick. He's the second fastest of the race. Do not count out this 5 car. 3-way battle for second, giving Alex Bignacco some breathing room. Can Alex Bignacco take this away? Tim Randolph down the inside of Von Schaefer. Durrell has gotten through Von Schaefer. And now so is Randolph. Oh, maybe not. Maybe Von Schaefer has something to say. He does. Takes it back. Randolph down the inside again. Not going to get there. Not in this corner. Nope. Ryback now has some pressure from the 29. Dunbar dropping back now. That cost the 05 this race, but it's handing it to the 11. Up the hill and around the carousel. It's going to be a huge boost to Bignacco's championship. It's what he needs. This is exactly what Alex Bignacco needs in this race. Bignacco down the hill, coming to the white flag. Can Darrell do anything? J. Darrell led the first half of this race before the pit stops happened and Ryback took it away. Now Darrell has been hunting back ever since. Can Darrell get it from Alex Benyako, who's coming to the white flag in the first race of the doubleheader in La Colina for lights? Johan Art has gotten through Milorad Ryback. And now Johan Art pulls the fastest lap of the race. Johan Art is on a quick pace, trying to get some spots at the end. But Alex Benyako did not mess up in the first corner. That could be the difference. No mistakes from here on out, and it's Benyako's. The gap's too far for Darrell to be able to capitalize. I don't think he can. It's just up to how clean can that 11 car stay. How clean can Freeze Team Racing stay in this last lap. As we come around, not many corners left to go. There's one more place where Benyako could make a mistake. But if he were to make a mistake, Darrell would have to be closer than this. He's too far. He needs something more. J. Darrell, recently a winner in the elites, but it doesn't look like he's going to be a winner in the lights today. Alex Benyako round the carousel one more time. Got the lead. It was a great fight between him and Milorad Ryback. But with the lap car of Dunbar being the difference, Benyako's going to be able to take away a little mistake. I don't think that's going to matter. Right here's the last possible place where a mistake could be made. And he won't make it. He won't make the mistake into the last corner. It was a great run out of Darrell, but Alex Benyako will take this first career win and the first race of the doubleheader. He takes the win. Darrell will take home second. Von Schaefer will take home third. Tim Randolph will take home fourth. And Johan Art will defend from Milorad Ryback for fifth. Ryback. Dunbar really ruined his race, and I'm guessing Dunbar's going to have to answer to the stewards for that. Because that was a huge hold-up for the 05. And it's what would end his race. What a day it could have been. For what could have been for the 05 car, his second win on the season, but it'll be the 11's first. Alex Benyako getting ready to go into next season, and this is the way for him to end his season. A way for him to go into next season confident, as he'll be joining into what I believe is the 22 car for Red Stallion Racing. Alex Benyako got to be very happy about this race. Congratulations to Alex Benyako. I can't actually show you finisher results. We can show you it here. We have the leaderboard. Alex Benyako taking the win here in La Colina. J. Darrell second. Wolfgang Von Schaefer third. Tim Randolph in fourth. Johan Art in fifth. Michael Ryback in sixth. Jack Benyako in seventh. Melody Bowers in eighth. Monica Taylor in ninth. And Ryan Griffin will make a 110 for Freeze Team Racing. It's a great day for Freeze Team Racing. Looking through the pack of some other people. Roger Ray made it all the way up to 12th. Great hunt near the end. That pit cycle really helped him. And Roger Ray, it's still a long shot for you to win this championship, buddy, but that's a good way to hunt through this pack to get it. But what also could have been for the 36 car. Last in the race. And it's just not the day that Roman Rahal would have wanted. But congratulations to Alex Beniaco. Like usual, I can't show you the points because I don't have the points manager that Roush has. So we're going to have to hand it to him next race, and he'll probably explain to you at the beginning of next race what the points look like. But if I had to make my predictions on how that went, Johan Art, if I'm correct, would be your points leader over probably Roman Rahal, Wolfstein von Schaefer, and Alex Beniaco. Maybe Alex Beniaco. But congratulations to Alex Beniaco. The next time you'll see me will be at the start of next season, because I'll be handing it over to Scott Roush to end the season here in Panasonic Lights. Here's to hoping that someone could take home the crown. Well, someone's obviously going to take home the crown. Here's to hoping we get a nice clean race. The next race, a nice, good race. But congratulations to Alex Beniaco. We will see you all next time when Roush will be taking over in the booth to commentate for the last race of the season. Ciao.